Hey guys, Michael Montero coming to you from T-Mobile Arena, Ringside recap, you know the deal. They're doing the post-fight press conference downstairs below. I'm probably gonna be banned from this state going forward because of what I just did down there. More on that in a second, but real quick, undercard. Ryan Martin wins, Diego De La Hoya wins, and Joseph Jojo Diaz Jr. wins. No real surprise there. Nobody really cared about that undercard. It was kind of a setup. For Ryan Martin, they call him blue chip. Doesn't really look like a blue chip to me. Just doesn't quite have it, at least not yet. I need to see more from him before I can get excited. Just doesn't seem like the goods to me. Ripped, looks great physically, just doesn't look like a great fighter in the ring. Diego De La Hoya, I told you guys he beat Randy Caballero. I like what I see from him. I think he's a future champ in the making. Joseph Jojo Diaz still lacks that world-class power, you know, at the professional level. He's going to challenge for titles, but he's in that same weight class. Next, he's in line for Gary Russell Jr., who I think might be too fast for him. That's going to be a very tough fight to win. The guy I like in that division at featherweight right now is Óscar Valdez. And actually, Joseph Diaz has a win over him, a very narrow points win over him in the amateurs. I think if they fought right now, I just like Valdez's style more for the professional game. So that's what I see with the undercard. Now, main event talk. Okay, judges, 115-113 Golovkin, 114-114 draw, 118-110. And that was the score from Adalaide Byrd. And I didn't mean to be a broken record and take over this press conference and go crazy and annoy everybody, but I had to bring that scorecard up because that was an absolutely disgusting scorecard from a judge who's had several questionable scorecards in recent years. So, post-fight press conference, they set up first with Team Golovkin, with Tom Loeffler, Abel Sanchez, Gennady Golovkin. Now, as usual, Abel Sanchez, Gennady Golovkin, not much to say. You know, Abel a little more vocal. He said, look, I don't agree with that scorecard. We clearly won the fight. Gennady said it was horrible for boxing. He didn't agree with the scorecard, but he was very, very quiet, right? They both were talking about the rematch, which obviously is going to take place next May. And no matter what you hear from Golden Boy Promotions talking about AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, or Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles, or Madison Square Garden in New York, they're coming right back here to Las Vegas at T-Mobile Arena, where they're going to make a ton of money from the whales, international money, the sponsorships, the casino buy, all of it. They're coming right back here, Cinco de Mayo next May to do the rematch. It feels scripted. What I saw in the ring tonight wasn't scripted. What I saw in the ring was a high-level, elite-level boxer chess match, a technical fight, which is what I told you guys would happen in my breakdown prediction video. If you haven't seen that yet, go check it out. I told you guys exactly what was going to happen in this fight, and it happened exactly the way I told you. After that took place, though, two judges got it right. One judge got it so wrong. I went down there and I asked Eric Gomez for Golden Boy and Tom Loeffler at K2, is anything going to be done about Adalaide Byrd? Will there be an investigation? Will there be a suspension? Will you sit down with her and score the fight again with anything? And they both kind of pivoted. It felt like a presidential debate where they got a tough question and they pivoted to a comfort zone. And they talked about what a great fight it was. And look, there's a lot of great things to talk about. There was over 22,000 people at this event. It set a record for T-Mobile Arena for attendance. The closed circuit did over 17,000, and I believe that was a record as well. You guys know T-Mobile seats about 20,000. Golden Boy opened up a couple thousand extra seats this week just to accommodate the extra fans. That's how high the demand was for this. So it's a blockbuster business. I'm sure it's going to do 2 million pay-per-view buys somewhere around there when it's all said and done. Huge, huge success. But that scorecard. So I brought it up to those guys. They kind of pivoted. The people at Golden Boy Promotions, their media relations people, took the mic from me and went on to other people talking about other stuff. Well, they brought out Bob Bennett, the head of the Nevada State Athletic Commission. And I ran back up there and I tried to grab the mic. And the people that run the media public relations for Golden Boy refused to give me a microphone. I asked for the mic. I looked directly to the woman and asked for the mic. She said no. Somebody who works for the commission ran over and grabbed a second microphone and said, he whispered in my ear, you need to ask this question. And he ran over and grabbed a second microphone and brought it over to me. And I gave Bob Bennett the business. I wasn't disrespectful, but I asked him straight up, sir, what will you do about this scorecard? Obviously, neither fighter in this fight won more than 8 rounds, no matter how you saw it. 10 rounds to 2, that's disgusting. And I brought up the fact that you guys, the fans, pay hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to buy this fight or come to the fight and watch this. And your intelligence was insulted tonight with that scorecard. And I brought it up with Bennett, and he defended Adalaide Byrd. He said, you know what, her scorecards have been great. I said, sir, I disagree. She's had several bad scorecards in recent years. This isn't the first time. I repeated that. I cut him off a couple times to repeat that. He tried to blow me off, but in the end, he promised me, and there was at least 100 cameras that saw this. This isn't the only one. We'll show you guys because we captured it on camera and we'll post the video. But he said he's going to sit down with Adalaide Byrd and talk to her about this score. So we'll find out what happens. But guys, that one scorecard, unfortunately, has become the story of what was a great, great fight in the history of the middleweight division, an important fight for boxing. And it's unfortunate that one scorecard takes over. It takes precedence over everything else what took place. But it's the story. And all these other people sitting down there by the ring are cowards. And I told them that. They're cowards who don't want to give up their press credential. And you'll see in the video we post, I told Bob Bennett, I said, you know what, sir? I know I'm giving up my press credential in the rematch in May, but you know what? I got to ask this question because everyone here is scared to ask it. I said that, and you'll see it. Everybody down here, they're so worried about keeping that press credential, they don't want to ask the tough question. I asked it. Hopefully you guys will respect that. You'll support me. I get a lot of shit from some of you out there who say I'm biased one way or the other, but you know, when I feel adamant about something, I speak my mind. I speak the truth as I see it. I call it like I see it, and that's what I try to do tonight. So, let's put all that to bed. What we saw tonight was a very, very good middleweight fight. We saw 2 guys who I think are 2 of the top 10 practitioners of the sport, 2 of the top 10 pound-for-pound fighters in all of boxing, if not all of martial arts in the world right now. Put on a very, very good technical, tactical fight. We're going to see a rematch in May. Politically, it favors Canelo. It's going to come right back here. It's going to be right back in that Nevada commission. Nothing's going to happen to Adalaide Byrd. She's going to be fine. She probably won't judge the second fight, but somebody just like her will. Will Golovkin, can he make the adjustments, cut off the ring? What I saw in this fight was Canelo slipping to his left a lot. It's kind of pulling a Floyd Mayweather. Slipping to his left, getting off shoe shine, slipping to his left, bop, 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 boom. Slipping to his left, bop, bop, boom. Slipping to his left. And he was doing a lot of that. Some of the shots landed, but a lot of it was shoe shine. He never really hurt Golovkin. He marked up his face a little bit. I felt the body language in the fight favored Golovkin because Canelo wanted it in the middle of the ring. Golovkin was able to get him against the ropes. From the 4th round to about the 10th round, this fight was on the ropes. I'll give Canelo credit. He finished strong. I felt he finished very strong at the end and looked fresher toward the end of the fight than Golovkin did. So I give Canelo that much. And he narrowed the gap on my scorecard. I scored it 7 rounds to 5 for Golovkin. I could go maybe 8-4 for Golovkin. But 10 rounds to 2 for Canelo. I just can't see that. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Keep it classy, but let's have a real discussion. What can we do about these scorecards? I will work on getting the contact information for the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Email, Twitter, Facebook, all of it for you guys so you can contact them and let them know how you feel about this decision tonight.